All right, guys, welcome back to the channel. Like I said, this is probably going on. You're probably viewing this while we're down at Sam Rayburn. Hopefully, fingers crossed, that thing is going well right now for me. Got a lot to look forward to go there. I mean, I've really shot myself in the foot after day one of this first Hartwell. If you guys hadn't seen it, go back and check it out. I've really shot myself in the foot after the first day, sitting right at 10 pounds. I'm in like 130th place or something, 120th place, way down in the standings, but the weights are tight. And I know that going into today, that just from what I've seen in practice, I know that 15, 16 pound bag is out there. I know it's possible, and I know that I possibly potentially could catch it. So that's really the goal today. That's what we're going out after, and that's what we're going to shoot for.
116, right behind the white sheet.
Yes, sir.
What time, buddy?
10 o'clock tonight. Come on, let me do it.
I ain't gonna be here.
4:55.
All right, buddy. All right, buddy.
Really simplified some things. I've taken a lot of rods off the deck that I had on day one. I've gotten rid of them. I've only got about 6 or 7 rods on the deck going out on day two, whereas on the first day I think I had about 14. Really simplifying some things. I've taken all the jerk baits out of the boat. Whether that was a good thing or not, I don't know yet, but really I'm going to focus on drop shot and a football jig. And that's really going to be kind of my cream of the crop, because there are some good fish being caught with those baits. I drop shotted most of the first day, was unsuccessful with it as far as catching any quality fish, but I know that there's some out there to be caught. So mix in the football jig with that some, and we'll see how this day goes. Too bad, was it?
Nah. Got a pee now, but yeah.
Be what?
I got a pee now.
I do too. Bad. I got pee long before they started calling up. Got him. Peck his head. Rat number one. As the morning kind of starts out, I catch one, I think a small fish or so, and then I'm panning around and I see on my live scope, way up shallow, a pretty big mark, and it's all the way up on the point. And I fire my drop shot up there, she bites instantly, and this fish ends up being a really good one. That's a big one too. Nope. Just wishing it was a big one. No, it's a big one. Come here. Yep. The only reason she bit, she's so dumb. We will take that. 3 1/4. I mean, this fish is over 3 pounds. It's a largemouth, surprisingly enough. Maybe that's why it was sitting up shallow. I don't know. But it's a good start to the day. So, like, I hadn't had many bites yet this morning, but at least we're catching some really good ones. This is a bigger fish than anything I had the day before. So now I'm starting to think, all right, this comeback is possible. We can get this done. We just need, 2 or 3 more bites like this today, and we can get up to that 15, 16 pound range. Really starting to feel positive about this time of the morning. I started on the other side of the lake than what I started on day 1, just to kind of go through a different rotation so I wouldn't go through some of the same places that were not successful for me as on day 1. I wanted to hit them in the afternoon instead of in the morning, push them at a different time. I start working my way down the lake. I'm headed all the way to the dam, and this is when I start making those decisions that are the right decisions, but they don't all end up working out right for me. Mid-morning, and there's a fish I see on the electronics. It's a long cast. It's all the way out there. I hit this fish right on the nose with the cast. There's 3 or 4 of them. As soon as that drop shot hits bottom, I pick up on it. My line gets tight. I hit it. It's a big one. I mean, I know instantly as soon as I feel the weight. Oh yeah, it's a big one. Big one. Big one, maybe not. And then I think I even told my conger, I said it's a largemouth because she's climbing. Like, this wasn't a spotted bass, this was a largemouth. Because as soon as I hit it, she was in like 25 to 30 foot of water, and she's coming straight to the surface. Largemouth. It's the right size, I'll say that. Keeps climbing like a largemouth. She comes all the way to the top. She jumps a couple times. I've loosened off my drag now. It's like butter. I think I check it a couple times. We're doing good. This fish is on a drop shot hook right at the corner of the mouth. This fish is done. Coming to the house. 4 pound class fish. I'm starting to do the math in my head, what all I've got in the live well, where this is going to put me. I hadn't had many bites this morning, but at least the bites I've had have been quality. Oh my God. Out of nowhere, this fish just decides that she's gonna come unbuttoned at a very strange time frame in the battle. I didn't do nothing wrong. That's no 3 pounder, wasn't it? I did nothing wrong. Back my drag off. This is not a common issue with a drop shot hook, especially once you've got them this far down the road. Once they've jumped a couple times and everything else, you got the drag, you got the good hook set, like, this battle should be over. She should come to the side of the boat. But doesn't happen. It's okay, we recover. I know that there's no replacing this fish throughout the day, but it happens. Big difference on how this one feels than that other one. Dude, that was over 3, wasn't it, that other one? Maybe been bigger than that first one I caught. Another really cool fish that I caught on day 2 I actually saw a ball of bait, like out over 50 foot of water. It's a ball of bait. You can see the ball of bait, and there's a couple of fish sitting up underneath the ball of bait, and just 2 of them. But they're definitely bass, and they're definitely sitting up underneath the ball of bait. And I'd noticed this in practice. I fire that football jig up right in the middle of the ball of bait from the top. It comes all the way through them, falls below them, and those 2 fish are down below. And as that jig falls, it's just a football jig, and as it falls, those 2 bass see it and they start chasing it. They get about 5 foot from the bottom, and I see one of them, he's going straight down, you know, they're going straight down, and I see one of them just curl and go sideways like this, just shoot out real fast, and I'm like, I bet he's got my jig. So I just go ahead and click the bell and tighten up on it, and sure enough, whack, 2 3/4. So really cool bite, really cool experience to catch that fish. Get in here. Wish I'd have found some more bait balls with bass underneath them, but didn't see that too many times during the week when I was there. But a couple times that I did see it, I was able to catch those fish on the jig. But that was really cool. So now I've got a couple of good fish in the boat, and really missing that 4-pounder right now. I'm still doing the math with it of what I'd have. I kind of struggled throughout the rest of the afternoon. I catch a few more fish, may even cull once, but they're still on the smaller side. I've got somewhere around 10 pounds, which is exactly what I had the day before, but I've got a 102 and a 103 in the boat. So like just 1-pounders, because 12-inch limit's what the limit size is on Hartwell. So I've got lots and lots and lots of room to grow with a 3 or 4-pounder, hopefully 2. Like we can get some action doing this. I'm all for that. Oh, you're big. I need you to be big. Grow up. Not big at all. Tiny. Make a decision. I've got a spot that's up by takeoff that I fished the afternoon coming in the day before and made a cull. I knew it was a really good spot in practice. I wasn't able to get on it. There were some boats on it on day 1 at takeoff, so I didn't stop there. So I decided to run up that in the lake because I got a couple places to try. One of them in particular I'm pretty excited about. So run up there. We got about an hour left to fish. And like I said, I've got about 10 pounds in the boat, and I'm doing the math. Like, I got a 1 pounder. I mean, a 102. So like, it's a 1 pounder. A 3 pounder is a 2 pound coil, gives me 12 pounds. A 4 pounder gives me 13 pounds. Like, I'm doing the math in my head. Just get a bite, a big bite. And you can make up some ground on this thing. So I pull up on this place. It's got, brush piles out deep, and I start out there, and I'm fishing around, not seeing anything, not getting any bites. And I happen to fan up towards the point, kind of like that big one this morning. And I see big arc way up there on top of it, real shallow. So I just turn and I fire that football jig up there. Now I've got this football jig on a bigger rod. I think I've got it on that Falcon Amistad. It's on 16 pound test sunline. I mean, I've got bigger line. I'm not drop shotting this thing. So fire it up there. Jig goes all the way to the bottom. Pop it once, and after I pop it once, thump, and I set the hook, and I'm like, that's her. So hey, we salvaged the day. We got one on a jig now, coming our way. Like, this is gonna happen. Dude, this fish is a horse. And when it comes unbuttoned, I don't know what happened, but like, the emotion and the stress of all the points and what we're trying to accomplish with the Elite Series and everything else, we're coming down to the end of the year, making good decisions, the right decisions to get the bites that you need. And then this fish doesn't stay buttoned up on a football jig. I don't know, just all of it at once. But like, I wasn't thinking about it. I didn't mean to. I just collapsed, like right there in the freaking front deck of the boat. Literally collapsed. Biggin. Oh. Biggin. It just, the wall won't break down. It's just still there. It's just like, you just keep chipping and chipping and chipping, and it doesn't break. And it took all the wind out of my sails. I probably had 30, 45 minutes to fish afterwards. I keep the jig in my hand. I still cover more water. Nothing else happens the rest of the day.
Thank you, David. Bradley Hallman started out with 9:15 yesterday. I was going to ask you about your toe. I saw a pretty ugly picture online last night.
Yeah.
Did you take a hook in it?
No, that's a refrigerator door.
Oh, now that sounds like that hurt. 9:15 yesterday, Bradley. 55 checked in today. We're 10-4 today.
Thank you, brother.
Bradley. We'll see you at Sam Rayburn.
Thank you.
20 pounds, 3 ounces, your 2-day total.
I've got my 10 pounds. It moves me up a little bit from 130th that I was in the first day to 101st. Not the tournament that I needed at all. Sitting in the top 10 in the points, maybe 6th or 7th going into that event, trying to shoot for the top 3 at the end of the year with 2 events left. And, I get home at the end of the day and I'm just doing the math. I mean, even if those 2 fish were just 3 pounders, it moves me so far up. I mean, I very easily could have finished in the 30s somewhere. We're talking about a 60 to 70 point difference. 60 to 70 points from where I'm sitting right now is so much, because now I'm in 9th and I'm looking at the points, and 60 to 70th is like, I'm still there for the overall. But now I'm out. They're going to work down and do the overall, where they do the double qualifiers through the overalls this year, which every year before they've always done it through the divisionals, which I do think is the correct way to do it. And but this year it may come to hurt me. I don't know, because the overalls will probably end up going down to 5th, 6th, 7th place before they get their 3, with double qualifiers out of the Centrals and the Northerns and the Easterns. So very, very disheartening. But good news, I knew going into this event, I was sitting in 6th place in the Centrals. In the overall, that is the last event that we have down on Sam Rayburn's Central Division Tournament. I'm 9 points out of the top 3 there, only 9. So just stay hooked up when I hook you. That's all I'm asking. Just stay hooked up. You know, crazy topwater fish, you want to jump and throw it, fine, throw it. But dude, when I hit you on a jig, please stay pinned. Please, please. That's all I'm asking. Guys, I really appreciate every one of y'all being here, joining me with my struggles. I'm just being truthful with you about how these events are going. It's been a tough year, been a long year. We've been fighting hard. We've got one left. And I hope this one goes a little bit better. Top 15, top 10 down at Rayburn, and maybe we can punch that ticket. So we are in Texas. I'm excited about that. Looking forward to going down there tomorrow morning and make a run at that thing. So, guys, appreciate every one of y'all being here. Don't forget, bump that like, hit that subscribe, and until next time, I'm out of here.